Let's talk to Andrew Griffith, Shadow Business Secretary, who's live for us down on College Green. Andrew, very good morning to you.
Good morning.
It says here in the Daily Telegraph that the Chancellor, Rachel Reeves, is derailing UK's recovery. She's been accused of derailing it because of the record tax rate on the budget. Inflation is up today. We hear that it's gone from 2.3% to 2.6% in November. I mean, is there anybody in the Treasury that understands how the economy actually works, do you think?
Well, if there is, she's certainly not listening to them, is she? I mean, day by day, we see new data points that reveal this socialist approach to running the economy. Higher inflation, lower growth, pushing up a huge cost on business. Even the independent ONS saying that the budget will increase inflation, and that's going to keep everyone's interest rates higher for longer. So, you know, she really does need to change course. We're trapped in a plane. You know, all of the dials are showing flashing red. People will be looking for the parachutes, but there aren't any exits. So she needs to change course, or someone needs to get her to change course quickly.
And the Labour government keeps telling us that they're doing what they're doing in order to make people better off, that, you know, people need to feel that they're better off. Well, people don't feel that they're better off, do they?
No, and it's a pretty funny way of going about a plan to grow the economy, isn't it? To put a £25 billion extra cost on British business. That's what they did yesterday with national insurance. Huge extra borrowing, which the ONS say is going to drive up interest rates or inflation above what they would otherwise have been. We've not really heard anything about a growth plan, unless you happen to be a train driver, in which case, you know, your pay has grown significantly. But whether you're a hard-pressed pensioner losing your winter fuel allowance, a farmer, a family business facing a new death tax, there's nothing in Labour's socialist agenda that's actually going to help grow the economy.
I mean, there's not much that you can do about it, though, really, is there? Because they've got quite a big majority and they seem convinced that what they're doing is the right way to go. What chance have we got as a nation to kind of offer some kind of, I don't know, opposition to it all?
Well, look, as a nation, you know, the talents of the British people, our formidable advantages, the fact that we've got wonderful science base, the common law when the government respects it, and brilliant industries like our financial and professional services. So we've got a lot going for ourselves as a nation if we can just free ourselves of the yoke of this socialist government with their student politician approach to everything in life, whether it's giving away sovereign territory, trying to take us back into the EU by stealth, not getting on a plane to the US and seeking a trade deal with the new incoming president administration. Yeah, but all of these things are things that we urge the government to do.
Yeah, but I worry that by the time anybody gets a chance to vote them out of power, though, that the nation's going to be, you know, in the shtuck, yeah. I'm afraid, you know, because we've got big national insurance claims going up, which are going to result in lots of people losing their jobs. We know that hiring is at an all-time low. There's not really very many job opportunities for people who want to get jobs. And the economy will continue with very, very little growth, if any, possibly, you know, negative growth.
Well, you're absolutely right, and we need the government to change course quickly. It's 4 or 5 months in, and every day we're seeing worse economic news, worse statistics, and an absence of a plan to actually grow the economy. So we had a plan. Unfortunately, you know, we didn't succeed in taking that to the election, but what we didn't do is promise all sorts of things like this government has on winter fuel allowance to the WASPy pensioners and others, and then once in office do something completely different.
Yeah, absolutely extraordinary what they're doing. Andrew, thanks very much indeed. Shadow Business Secretary Andrew Griffith there on College Green.